In fact, we've announced over $41 billion in new capital investments just in the last 5 years.
Mississippi ranked the second fastest growing state in terms of GDP.
We've seen direct foreign investment flow into our state, from spending money to making money as fast as possible. That is our goal.
Are you working on more partnerships in countries in the MENA region, like the Gulf countries?
What's happening in Mississippi that so many major players in industry around the world are looking there to invest capital?
نأخذكم اليوم إلى ولاية ميسيسيبي الأميركية، الولاية التي لفتت الأنظار مؤخراً بعد أن صنفت كثاني أسرع الولايات نمواً في الولايات المتحدة من حيث الناتج المحلي الإجمالي، وهو ما يعكس دينامية اقتصادية لافتة وفرصاً متزايدة للاستثمار والتنمية. في هذا الحوار الخاص نتوقف مع حاكم ولاية ميسيسيبي السيد تي عند أبرز ملامح هذا النمو ورؤيته لمستقبل الولاية اقتصادياً واجتماعياً. Governor of the state of Mississippi, Governor Tate Reeves, it's a pleasure to have you with us on CNN Business Arabic.
Well, welcome to Mississippi. We're glad to have you here.
Thank you very much. Mississippi ranked the second fastest growing state in terms of GDP. What is driving this momentum?
Well, we're incredibly proud of the fact that we were the second fastest growing GDP in the entire United States in 2024. We also just found out that we were the fourth fastest growing GDP in the first quarter of 2025. So we're building on our successes. And we've had an incredible run when it comes to economic development. We've seen direct foreign investment flow into our state. We've seen investment from inside the U.S. flow into our state. In fact, we've announced over $41 billion in new capital investments just in the last 5 years. My predecessor in 8 years announced $7.2 billion. We've already announced $18 billion in 2025 alone. So we're seeing direct foreign investment flow into our state, and the jobs that are being created are jobs not of the last 50 years, but the jobs of the next 50 years.
And how are you working on attracting more FDIs in order to build on that growth?
Well, there's no doubt that we are continuing to work to build on our successes. We work incredibly hard at economic development. We have teams in Asia, we have teams in Europe. My team from Mississippi travels all around the globe. In fact, some of them are in South America as we speak. And I'm proud of that fact. I'm proud that we're working hard, because it's really all about creating opportunities for Mississippians, creating job opportunities for Mississippians. I said when I got elected, I want to increase per capita incomes in our state. And the way you do that is by bringing more and more direct investment into America and into the state of Mississippi. We've seen successes with that, and we're going to continue to do that. Now, the question becomes, well, how have you been successful? And the answer is we've worked really hard at it, but we've also we have sites readily available for new capital investments in our state. I gave our team the mission to make sure we have 30 sites available at all times for individuals and companies that want to invest in our state. They're of different sizes and they are of different shapes, but they take advantage of what we have available in Mississippi. You know, in Mississippi, we have waterways on our western border in the Mississippi River. We have a waterway on the eastern side of our state, the Tennessee-Tombigbee. And then if you look at the southern most portions of our state, we have 2 deep water ports on the Gulf of America. And so you can get product into and you can get product out of the state of Mississippi very easy. In addition to that, we also have 6 interstate highways in the state of Mississippi. We have 5 Class 1 railroads in the state of Mississippi. And we have this little company called FedEx that is headquartered just a couple of miles north of the Mississippi-Tennessee state line. So getting product to market is a competitive advantage in Mississippi. And then finally, I just want to mention our workforce in our state. Nobody can produce product and get it to the market unless they have good people working for them. And Mississippi has the best people in the world when it comes to showing up to work, producing a great product. Our educational results and education achievement levels have been incredible. Over the last 10 years, we've gone from 49th best in America in fourth grade reading on the nation's report card to last year, we were number 9 in America. We've gone from 50th in fourth grade math to last year, we were 16 in all of America. Our high school graduation rates have gone from 73.5% of our kids are graduating high school to last year 90% of our kids graduated high school. We've revamped our workforce development, our workforce training system by creating Accelerate Mississippi. I believe you had the opportunity to talk to Dr. Courtney Taylor, who is running that effort. And that is an effort that was created by government, but it's run by the private sector because the private sector knows better the kind of skills that are needed in today's economy than anyone in government ever will. And so we've done a lot of things to position ourselves well, and the success has been incredible.
What is next for Mississippi in order to make sure this growth will be sustainable?
Well, it's one thing to see significant improvement. It's another thing to see long-term sustainability in the success that we have had. And that's really been my message. One of the things that's going to help us stay on top in terms of economic growth is we have alignment with our executive branch, with our legislative branch. We have alignment with our federal delegation in Washington, D.C., and we're going to have consistent government. We have a great relationship with, for instance, the Mississippi Department of Environmental Quality, which reports to me, and their job is to issue permits, and they do so in a very timely fashion. That's not true in every state in America, but in Mississippi, if you choose to locate in our state, we're going to help you navigate whatever roadblocks that may come before you and help you accomplish your ultimate goal. And at the end of the day, our role is to do everything we can to get companies, whether they're domestic or foreign, from spending money to making money as fast as possible. That is our goal, and that's what we make happen every day.
Are you working on new partnerships in countries in the MENA region, and in which industries?
Yeah, so we've had a lot of success over the last 5 years in advanced manufacturing. We've had a lot of success in the world of technology. The fact of the matter is AWS announced a $10 billion capital investment in our state. We've seen another $16 billion in data center complexes announced. And these 3 announcements have happened all within the last 18 months. So I think we've invested in an effort called MAIN, which is Mississippi's AI network. So we have community colleges, senior colleges, and our K through 12 institutions all working together to make sure that everybody in Mississippi has working knowledge of what role AI is going to play in various fields. And we're ready to produce the workforce that companies in technology need. So I think you're going to see significant investments in technology continue in our state. Aerospace and defense are both industries where we have had tremendous success in Mississippi and will continue to have major success. We've also seen some pharmaceutical companies looking very hard at Mississippi because we are producing great STEM leaders at our universities here. And so again, we've had a lot of success in a lot of different industries, and that's just a couple of them.
You mentioned strengthening industries like aerospace, artificial intelligence, military. Are you working on more partnerships in countries in the MENA region, like the Gulf countries, who focus a lot on these industries?
There is no doubt that we anticipate significant capital investment from companies all over the globe. Mississippi is going to benefit uniquely, in my opinion, from the effort to see more and more capital investment in the United States. We are uniquely positioned for that because we've had the successes. We're red hot as an economy, and because of that, I believe that success begets success, and the more announcements that we have, the more companies across the globe become interested in, hey, what's happening in Mississippi that so many major players in industry around the world are looking there to invest capital and create jobs? Because at the end of the day, this is really about the Mississippi worker and our ability to produce for whoever invests in our state.
So we expect more FDIs coming from these countries to Mississippi?
Absolutely. I'm not going to get into specifics on companies that are looking here because we sign non-disclosure agreements with every entity that is looking here, but I can confirm for you that I've had multiple meetings with companies that are located in the region, that are located in various countries that you just mentioned, and whether they make ultimate decisions to invest will be a decision that they make. But yes, we are definitely having those conversations.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.